If we want to preserve, and what would be the life that we're trying to save? A little bit of our old sinful self, our old sin nature. Oh, you know what, Pastor, this part doesn't really affect anybody. It's in the private corner. Nobody sees this. But when we have it in the swept over into the little corner, it ends up affecting everything. I'm going to give you an example. A year ago, a little more than a year ago, as most of you are aware, I had a heart attack. And the doctor said it was something sudden and unexpected. Actually, no. The doctor said, this is the long-term results of the diet that you have had, basically. And so I ended up in a situation where my life was on the line. Many of you know. I had to make a decision, and that decision included changing my diet. If this diet was killing me, I needed to change my diet. And I'm not going to go into detail about the diet. I just changed my diet to a diet that limited the things that were killing me. And not only limited, eliminated. So now is a diet that says no salt, no oils, no animal products, no, and you say there's a lot of no's in your life. Yeah, there are. All right? I know it. And here I am a year out, and I feel great. I feel great. Thanks for your prayers. And my likes and dislikes, flavor-wise, have changed. I remember when I first changed my diet, there was a problem with all of the food. It didn't have any flavor. That was the problem. A year later, there's been times when my wife will say, you know what? His blood pressure is a little bit low. I do have, my blood pressure typically is low, but anyway, his blood pressure is a little bit low. I don't want him to get dizzy when he stands up, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this. And you know, I take a bite, and you just can't even have, what did you do to this? It was a very little bit of salt. But it depends on what you're accustomed to. And here's the problem, is that there are believers who still have a taste profile for a little bit of sin. And as a result, they end up accepting and not even perceiving when that sin or that salt or whatever you want to call it is present. The only way to get to a place where you're going to be able to pick out the smallest amount is to completely eliminate it so that it's no longer in your life. And this is what Jesus is saying.